manifold exploitations toward an intersectional political economy is really an effort to expand the concept of exploitation, to move beyond a narrow definition derived from the Marxian tradition of exploitation as expropriation of surplus value, and think of it in more general terms as unfair advantage that modifies bargaining power of groups in ways that allows them to derive unfair advantages. And I think what's interesting about it is that it preserves some of the Marxian emphasis on collective identity and conflict, but it also allows for consideration of a variety of other dimensions of inequality, including those based on gender and age and sex and race, ethnicity, citizenship, and so forth. I think this approach matters because it gets away from a traditional habit of viewing class conflict and class differences as the only source of economic inequality. The tendency to describe other forms of inequality as though they're kind of more social or identity-based, not really economic in the same sense. And in doing so, I think it opens up the possibility of developing a more complex theory of intersecting hierarchies and kind of contradictory positions that people find themselves in. And it allows for the possibility that you know, rather than pointing to one form of inequality as always hegemonic, that in different circumstances or different contexts or conjunctures, some forms of inequality might come to the fore while others recede. And it's the interaction among these dimensions of inequality that's really key. Strategic implication of my work is that we need to pay more attention to coalitions. That is to think about how the interests of disempowered groups may align in significant ways, but also to be aware of differences among them that we need to be alert to in order to work together. So in terms of economic theory, I think it points in the direction of cooperative game theory that's generally pretty mathematically demanding and difficult to apply, but nonetheless offers some tools for thinking about coalition formation. And I think one really important avenue for future research is developing more formal cooperative game theory models. What I mean by cooperative theory, rather than non-cooperative, is basically ability to make agreements, binding contracts, and also to see a variety of groups involved in negotiation rather than just a bilateral exchange between two agents. So hope to see some more efforts in that direction.